Hi, Daily Dragons. If you are looking at this, then you are working on Ode to Joy. And don't forget to always go back and play the songs that you've already learned so that you can play them even better. You can get more comfortable with big bows. You can get comfortable with your fingerings and playing it at different speeds. So I'll play Ode to Joy. This is deceptively easy, but you need to learn, and that is the whole point to this song. So our very simple version of the main theme starts with the second finger, and you need to be using your fourth finger. So I will get so that you can see that. So it's basically a song that starts on F sharp and then walks up and does all sorts of walking. But it's this fourth finger that is the new technique. You've been playing open A, but sometimes we don't want to play open A because then we have to change our bow. We have to do a string crossing. And if we can avoid a string crossing, we're going to do it because that slows us down when we're trying to play really fast. So we're preparing for that now. Your fourth finger should sound the same because if we think about it, F sharp, here is D, E, F sharp, G. The next note is A. It's a whole step away, so there's going to be a space between your third finger and your fourth finger, just like there's a space between your first finger. Okay, so you have a very even spread. This is your pattern, your finger pattern. Second and third are buddies, and fourth and first are on their own. So go ahead and remember that nice finger tunnel that we learned in Lightly Row. You need to do that. So build up your hand, put your fourth finger down, pluck your A string, and then pluck. See if your fourth finger sounds exactly the same. That didn't quite sound the same, so I'm going to scooch it just a little bit. It has a different tone quality, which is how I'm able to tell whether you're using your fourth finger or your open string on your recordings without seeing you. It should have the same pitch. If I was on a tuner, then it would say 440 because that's my A. Now, in order to get that, some tricks to help your fourth finger reach is, you know that we want a nice finger tunnel. If you take your elbow and swing it in towards your belly button on the inside, that will let your fourth finger have that nice curve, just like all of your other fingers. Okay? So, and you can, oh, didn't quite get there. And check. There, I got there that time. And you're always checking and you're always listening, because even if you've done it once or twice or 10 times, it doesn't mean that it will always be there. Sometimes you've grown and it doesn't feel as far just because your hand's bigger. So always be listening for that A. So we'll do that again. I'll play it for you one more time and you can play with me. You may have noticed that the rhythms don't sound exactly like the theme in the symphony that you're used to, and that's because there's a rhythm change. If you would like to play the rhythm that's in the symphony, go ahead. And in fact, I'm going to play it like that now. Just know that in your book you're seeing just quarter notes, and this is not just a quarter note at the end. Bum, bum, bum. I will teach that to you later, but you can know that it's somewhere longer than a quarter note, but not quite a half note. So here we go. Ready? I can't wait to hear you. Use that fourth finger.